guys, I want to welcome you to day 4 of the Isolate program. And today is going to be super awesome. And sis, if you knew that this journey was going to be this hard, you would have brought a lot more support and you would have prepared a little differently. So listen up. Today we're going to talk about the fact that we think that because we're gifted and we're chosen and we're good people, that we should not have challenges. And I just want to encourage you, sis, that listen, God would only allow what He knew you could slay. And so, with that being said, let's move forward. As a matter of fact, the truth is that the challenges that we face is what qualifies us. The journey qualifies us for the end, okay? And so I want you to focus more on the journey and less on the end. And I want you to become more comfortable with the obstacles, become more comfortable with the challenges, become more comfortable with the obstacles. Why? Because that is what's required of you so that you can make it to the next level. You gotta know how to jump, you gotta know how to slide, you gotta know how to make that face, make that smile, get that light in your eyes, no matter what is going on. People will try to push you, but I'm here to tell you that you're gonna have to push yourself, sis. You're gonna have to push yourself. It's not easy, okay? I'm not telling you that it is. I'm not telling you that I don't cry some days. I'm not telling you that I don't pout some days. I'm not telling you that I'm almost near quitting some days. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I'm like you. But I want to tell you that the obstacle was designed by God, and we know it's not meant to be easy, but it's definitely always possible. How is it going to be possible? Gotta put that work in, sis. Gotta put that work in. Gotta put that work in. So remember, it's not for them that you're doing the things, I know we all challenge because a lot of us have people-based businesses and businesses where we want to bless others and we want to do things for other people. But I don't want you to hold those people accountable for the challenges and the obstacles that you face. Why? Because it's not them. This is indeed the assignment that you're called for, what you're going to do, and you're going to do a great job. But don't hold those people accountable. Why? Because they're not responsible for what it is that you hope to get, for what it is that you hope to earn. They're not responsible for that. And so if you're going to make them responsible for your challenges, then they become responsible for your reward. And we are doing what we're doing because we're looking for the reward from Christ. We're looking for the reward from God. And so don't put people in the mix. Okay? Do not. I know it's challenging. You want to be like, what? I'm doing all this for you? You ain't da-da-da-da-da-da. I know. But that's not what we're here to do. Okay? And so it's not for them in the sense that they are using you, but it is for mankind in the sense that you say, God, use me, okay? And so He's using you, and this is what He's using you to do. He's using you to show His strength, because when you're weak, He's strong. He's using you to show that you can, because really, I can't. He's using you to show Him love, because guess what? Love is the hardest thing to do. It's hard to love people who are not perfect, and guess what? None of us are perfect. And so it's hard to love one another. And that's exactly what you set out to do in your own way with your own gift. And so keep going, sis. It's to satisfy that urging in you to do more and to be more. That's why you're doing this. And so each and every day, think about your why. And your why has nothing to do with people. Your why has nothing to do with love. Your why has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with you are urged. And something is pulling on the inside of you to do it. And you need to do it. Why? Because it's a reward for you, for fulfilling your purpose, for pouring out everything that God poured in you. And your beauty is not vain. Your beauty is not in vain. Your beauty is not in vain. Why? Because your intelligence isn't unnecessary. And it will be hard, and others will follow you if you leave a trail. They will follow you, I promise. Hey, thank you so much for joining. I'm so glad you guys joined. If you just joined, I'm the Isolate Coach, and today we are talking about how it's never easy, but it's always possible. Always talking about how it's easy. No, it's never easy, but it's always possible. And so today our first exercise is going to be, we have to make sure that we rebuke our Goliath. We have to make sure that we rebuke the giant, rebuke that thing that's causing us to go around it and that we're afraid of and we're not facing directly head on. And what do I mean by rebuke? I definitely mean like verbally say, I rebuke you, fear of rejection. I rebuke you, fear of stage fright. I rebuke you, fear of being used. Whatever your fear is, rebuke it. In Jesus' name. Not in your name, not by your own strength, in Jesus' name. And then guess what? Furthermore, you can go back to hell from whence you came. You can go back to the evil one and tell them it's not working. You can take you and all your helpers on back, because you can't have my gift. You can't have my purpose. You can't have what God has given me, and I will slay. Now what? See, that's what I'm talking about. Rebuke it in Jesus' name. And then I want you to go back. I want you to repeat your affirmations and make up a little song, a little dance, And so, as I start my affirmations in the morning, I'm like, I am the daughter of Christ. I will take over the kingdom. He has a piece of land for me. Make it into a song, make it into a rap, make it into a poem. I want you to sing. I want you to dance. I want you to become your affirmations. Why? Because when you put melodic tunes to words, it becomes part of your memory. You begin to breathe it and sing it all day long down in your spirit. And that's what we need to do, sis, because this journey is not easy, but it's possible. So that's why we need to get that down in our spirit. The third thing that we want to do is we want to find a song, not one that we made per se. Now, if you're a songwriter or you're a singer, use one that you made. But if you're not, pick a song that you love that motivates you. And I want you to play that song several times a day. I know for me, I have several songs that I'm like, oh, okay, I'm in the mood to hear this. Why? Because that's what I need. I need to say that out loud. I need to sing it. I need to shout it. I need to put it from the gut, And so I use songs to do that. And I know that you can too. So pick at least one song for motivation. Okay? Why? Because we're slaying today. It's not easy, but it's possible. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're just joining, you've joined at the right time. It's not easy, but it's possible on today's day 4 of the iSlay program. You will slay, I promise. And so rebuke Goliath out loud. Repeat your affirmations with a dance or a song, and find a song that motivates you to keep going, keep pushing. Okay? The fourth thing is focus on changing that one thing. I know a lot of times we put a lot of things on ourselves, and we have this whole to-do list, at least I do, or we have this whole idea of what we want to do. And what I'm saying is go back to day 1, and that one thing that you listed, just focus on that, because we're trying to change one thing that's going to make a major impact or difference in our success. And so we're not trying to change everything, not in 7 days, but we are going to change one thing. Okay, so focus on that one thing, assess how much progress you've had, or maybe not, and guess what, make some goals for today based on that one thing. Okay, one thing, not 20 things, not 5 things, people. One thing. Got me? I ain't playing with you. All right, so identifying distractions. We need to make sure that we identify the things that distract us. Sometimes food distracts us. Sometimes people distract us. Sometimes work distracts us. Sometimes we get distracted. And so during these 7 days, I want to make sure that you identify these distractions so that you can have a ready-made response to them. Okay? When my kids come in the room and they bother me, guess what? I understand that you're playing and you want me to be involved in your skirmish or help you decide who's right and who's wrong, but right now is not the time. Okay? So I want you to go and I want you to play together, and do not touch this door until I come out. Whatever it is, if it's not an emergency, do not touch this door. I love you, but mommy needs to do some things for mommy. Okay? And that's just an example of how I set the boundaries in my house for my children. Hey, honey, I got some things I need to do, some videos I need to make, some engagements, some emails, something I need to do for the business. Can you give me a second while I do that? You don't mind, do you, babe? Okay, cool. After that, we'll move on, and I'll hug and I'll love and I'll kiss all of you guys. But right now, I need to do something. Okay? And it's so perfectly okay to say that, but you have to say it. You have to draw your boundaries. This is what you are doing, and you need to finish it. Okay? All right. Identify distractions, even if the distraction is me. Even the distraction is I start tripping out or on my cycle time and I start being super emotional. I do, okay? And so what I do is I make lists of things that I need to focus on, okay? Because I ain't got time to have my mind to be going to the left and to the right, okay? All right. As far as your business is concerned, this is what you're going to do today. I hope that those things have blessed you on, things that you're going to accomplish spiritually and mentally, okay? But we got to get down to the meat of what are you going to do for your business? What are you going to do for your business to make sure that you put in your work today? Why? Because without work, faith is thank you so much for joining. This is the day 4 of our iSlay program entitled, It's Never Easy, but It's Always Possible. It's always possible. Okay? And so what I want you guys to do is I want you to decide, where is your location? Are you doing brick and mortar? Are you a business inside of a business? What is it that you're doing? Are you going to have a website? Are you going to have e-commerce? What kind of business are you going to do? And where do you reside? Where are people going to find you? Okay? Also, I want you to set up all your social media accounts: LinkedIn, Pinterest, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. I want you to set all of them up. Make sure you know the URLs to all of them and link them. How do I do that? There's YouTube. Okay, babe? YouTube it. Get it together. There gotta be some work. Gotta be some work. Also, signage. Do you need a sign outside your building? Do you need a poster? Do you need an ad? What do you need to put up a logo for yourself? Okay. And then also, I want you to look into SEO and come up with 10 to 25 keywords that people are gonna find you. SEO is keywords people type into the internet, they pop you up. So do 10 to 25 keywords. If you need instructions or help on that, Google that too.